Chad gets it for free, but the nice guys gotta wait. Still, women wonder why they're single and no man really wants to commit. If, at all, he'll do the bare minimum to get some punani and nothing else.
And only him.
So, you've had a one-night stand. However, you're making a man wait.
I'm not making anyone wait right now, but yeah.
Right, but you said you have a 3-month rule. So you find a guy and he knows this information. Why would you make him wait?
I said it to see if...
But then you don't make these one-night stands wait. I think that's where it doesn't make sense.
So a man in his head...
relationship with that one-night stand, or is she just want to hook up? There is a big difference with pursuing a relationship with somebody and just wanting to hook up with somebody.
But I don't like how we compartmentalize how we treat sex. Like, okay, if you don't want anything from the guy and you just want casual sex, just fuck him right away. Whereas the guy who you actually value and he values you and he wants a relationship with you, make him wait. I think you honestly should have the same standard across the board.
The dating scene is broken. Men are done with this crap. If women wonder why they're single and childless once they hit the wall, they'd better revisit these kinds of things. But yeah, it will be men's fault, in particular, Chad's. Let's take some comments. It's not complicated. She makes rules for simps who make the attempt, yet Chad and Tyrone are all exempt. Imagine if a guy took a girl he was just hooking up with to Michelin star restaurants while he took the girl he wants a relationship with to McDonald's. That's what it's like. Prime example of women setting rules for betas and breaking them for alphas. The beta is patient and puts up with her bullshit in hopes of getting her, while the alpha couldn't care less about her J's because he knows they are standard on every model. It puts her in the chase position and him in the position of power. He is gone if she doesn't give him something to stick around for, and she knows it. That's the game in a nutshell. Round of applause for these future single mothers. The 3-month rule is how she wants to be perceived. The one-night stand is who she really is. There's no reason to treat a woman like a treasure when she's proven herself a free sample. Them trying to justify being a 304 by making a dude wait but getting ran through on one-night stands is beyond stupid at this point. Speaking of modern women's nonsense, here's one who thinks that women lose in divorce.
And I have represented tons of men, tons of women over 20 years, and I have seen the destruction that takes place. Like, no one has seen more men break down in tears while their kids get taken away, the equity in their home gets stolen, their retirement, their pension gets stolen by these judges. They have so much to lose. Women don't have these things to lose.
Yeah, we do. Can you say that a woman doesn't have equity in the house to lose?
I can say that because I've been practicing for 20 years.
But I know, but women also can make money. Like, there could be marriages where the woman makes more money.
Listen, there are the LeBron James of women, right? But I'm not talking about these special cases. I'm talking about in general. If you want to sit here and tell me that women in general lose their kids, you're crazy.
No, but
of course they don't.
It's some women do if they're like alcohol abuse.
Not
or something.
in general.
I think what you're saying, there's exceptions and there are rules.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if Madison was intentionally being disagreeable. Respect. Define disagreeable for women.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. I can appreciate why it is important for a man to be disagreeable. Meaning, like, if you're a nice guys finish last. Like, you kind of, like, for a man, you have to kind of go through some shit. You need to be like, It's more important for a man to say no, put his foot down, than just be a yes man to a lot of women. 100%. Thank you for kind of explaining that. For the women, why is it important to not be with a woman who's disagreeable? And define those characteristics, if you would.
For a woman?
For a woman. You said the worst thing that a woman can be is disagreeable. And that's what ruins relationships. I'm trying to understand what that is exactly.
Well, if you have a very disagreeable woman, what you'll find is that there's a lot of butting heads in the relationship. And each person kind of wants to wear the pants. And decisions, even small decisions, turn out to be huge issues that cause problems in the relationship. But even more than that, what is what is deadly is that the woman can take advantage of the man, and she has the state that can back her up on it, right? And so men just have so much to lose. And every now and then you'll hear a woman say, "Oh, well, women have stuff to lose too." But if you drill down on it, you'll learn that it's the vast minority of women who come out on the short end of the stick. And the women who come out on the short end of the stick so many times deserve it because they're on meth or they're on crack cocaine. You know, people will say, "Oh, well, women can lose their kids," right? Why does she lose their kids? Because she's on crack.
She's a drug addict.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so people have these types of ideas, but when you talk to an expert, you really see what the situation is. And I have seen it so many times. Now, people don't look at their relationships like this. You know, a man entering into a relationship is not going to sit back and say, "Okay, I need to give, number one, myself a personality test to see where I fall on the spectrum of agreeability. But then I need to give my woman, my girlfriend, my fiance, I need to get her to take this test too." And it's very easy because women love taking personality tests. And you need to figure out where she is. And it's super, super important because you can be in love with a woman and that woman is not fit for you for marriage.
So you're
right?
recommending that the husband give her a personality test?
Absolutely.
Okay,
and
what kind of test? Like, where do you get the
like
test?
the Big Five. So you can Google just the Big Five personality test.
Like the 5
They're
love
free.
languages, is that different from this
That's
personality
totally
test?
different.
Okay, gotcha.
You can do it on Jordan Peterson's website.
Shout out to Jordan Peterson.
Women's situations are always justified, including but not limited to drug abuse. No, if she decided to spend money on drugs and not on her children, while the father hustled to provide for the family, it's within his right to get custody of the kid. Let's check some comments. Your point of getting a personality test is the best advice I have ever heard. It's deep down to be honest with yourself as a man. I can't stand a woman like that, always wants to be right. Laughing my ass off, I had the same conversation with a woman I dated, past tense, a couple weeks back. She kept going on about how men aren't the only ones who lose in a divorce. When I asked how many women has she seen that self-deleted or contemplated it from a divorce, she got to beatboxing like Dougie Fresh. TLA, you're not very well liked amongst the chameleons, brother. Lead attorney, men lose most often in divorce. Dumb lady, women make money too and lose as well. Lead attorney, only a few amount of women lose their kids. Dumb lady, I don't care, I'm still right. The attorney knows because facts and 20 years of experience. She knows because of years of feelings and hearsay. TLA, women don't have much to lose in divorce. Chick, yeah they do, how could you say that? Tries explaining the exception to the rule like they all do. TLA, I've been doing this for 20 years. Chick, I know, but... Sure, you know much more than a man who's been doing this for that long. You definitely know more. The arrogance of that woman trying to tell a man, the lead attorney, that's seen firsthand what divorce can do, and the ignorance and the foolishness from her. Without setting a precedent, here's some honesty from modern women.
I want to just go around the panel, kind of to bring it back a little bit to the video. Do you think you would be more selective with who you sleep with? Do you think your body count would be lower if you had your body count on your forehead?
How do those two like play with each other?
Move the microphone.
How do those two like play into each other? Like, what would like my body count being on my forehead and like making me choose? Like, oh, I guess that makes sense actually. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm already pretty selective. Like most of the people that I've like slept with, I've been like romantically involved with, but I feel like that would like probably cause me to be more selective. Like probably just not want the number to go up if it's like literally being like publicly viewed to literally everyone.
We've gotten a lot of super chats. We'll go around on this and we'll do the super chats. Go ahead, Aline.
I think definitely like I'm gonna be honest, like that's gonna affect who I sleep with, because everyone that I know is going to see that number. My parents are going to see that number, kids are going to see that number, people who are interviewing me for jobs are going to see that number. It's not just other guys, like everyone's going to see that number, and I'm going to try to keep it at a number I want it to be, because I value my self-image, and I don't care what people say. Reputation is a real thing. Like how people treat you because of how they know like what type of person you are, it's a real thing. Like, you can't just not care and do whatever the you want, because it affects how people treat you.
Yeah, I agree. I think people are gonna look at you like differently, obviously. So I feel like I would want to be careful about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be more like conscious of it, but also I could see a world in which like there's just sort of, because everybody has their number like displayed on their forehead, there's like a change in people and how people like perceive body count, and people don't necessarily like put so much weight on it.
I don't think it would change anything for me. I'm not selective, but I don't think that like body count really matters. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't change a thing.
Sure. Natasha?
Yeah, it would definitely affect how I feel about myself, and because it would change the people that I attract into my life.
Whether they like it or not, body count matters to men. If a dude can see a hot woman's body count, he'll easily decide whether he wants to marry her or just pump and dump. With a condom, of course. Let's check some comments. Ha! I swear to God, my man, the fact that you have that much self-control to deal with absolute trash is more than phenomenal, and should be an aspiration to men like me and everybody else that doesn't have the self-control to deal with stupid women all the time. I usually don't comment, but I love your sway. Keep it up with these women, they need to understand things. Great questions. I've been waiting for one of y'all to finally ask this question. Imagine that. If they can't lie and get away with sleeping around, they have actual sound, adult answers at the ready. Boom! That's women for you. They're decent people if they can ever stop lying. The second girl, yeah, if I had it on my forehead, I'd be doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing for exactly the right reasons. I should be doing it now. So the only reason you're not like that already is because you can get away with it behind people's backs. You just can't do right without actual consequences hurting you along. It's like every time I think, this can't be how women really are, I meet women in real life that prove otherwise. Having 3 to 5 female friends of varying backgrounds and races helps see the truth in these videos. Most of the people I've slept with, I've been romantically involved with. Implies 2 things. Number is pretty high for her age, and that most is not all. To wrap up, watch this punchline. Wait till the end.
So both of you do OnlyFans. How much do you make, Nicolette?
I make a lot.
How much per month?
I think it's like kind of tacky to say like exactly how much money you make.
I mean, it's tacky to be on OnlyFans in the first place, but...
Shots fired.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's like bad vibes right there. I'm like, oh my god.
Disagreement is bad vibes.
But
humbled. These women want to be right, but they think it's all fucked up when someone, especially a woman or man with standards, puts them in their place. Simps need to stop paying for something that wouldn't look twice at them in the street. She couldn't handle another beautiful woman who has values and morals checking her in front of everyone. Disagreement is bad vibes. Sums up the society today. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.